Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody out there in social media land, TV land, all of the different podcast sites. Hello, America. Welcome to the Ray Amanat Show. Of course, I'm Ray Amanat. Hey, it's been a while. I've been real busy, and we're going to get into a lot of that as far as why I've been busy. So have a little applause for me for being busy because that's what I want to be doing. But we're looking at a show that's dedicated to our listeners and our viewers. Those of you that are tuning in and you don't really know who I am, my name is Ray Amanat. I'm the founder of Heroes in Action. Heroes in Action is a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to the prevention of any form of bullying or violence. My background is, of course, a lot of you know, a martial arts background with a span of over 43 years. Of a lot of different styles. I've had a lot of different mentors or coaches. I've worked with literally thousands upon thousands of people in my career's lifespan to date, with kids anywhere from ages 5 years old all the way up to the active senior in their 70s and 80s, trying to get them to have goals and successes in their lives, not just with the training that I offer, but with other aspects. For me, martial arts is a lifestyle, and it's something that you can implement and apply to relationships, school, career, everything. So, as a coach, I try to help people out in as many different ways as we can. This show is dedicated to one, current events, whether it's in the news or things that are happening even in my life. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. Since I am living in sunny Florida, of course, we're going to talk about events that are happening in Florida. I have a book that is called Bully, Victim, or Hero. And each episode, we go through different chapters in that book. So today is going to be a nice chapter discussion. And that's what we call our Mindset Minute. And then we go into, hey, are you teachable? Are you coachable? Are you, is what you're doing working for you? And are you able to take constructive criticism or get advice on how you can make improvements to your life so you can achieve the successes that you deserve with everything that you do? So, before we get into all that, I'd like to put my disclaimer out here. So, as always, this is an opinion based show that does not reflect the views of any sponsors, affiliates, or other networks affiliated with this production. I would also like to add this because we had this in episode 4, and I'm just going to bring it up every episode from now on because it's important to me. So, if you need help, if you're struggling in life, we have the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. So, if you're a victim of spouse abuse, child abuse, and you don't know where to turn or you don't know how to get help, the National Domestic Violence Hotline would be a good resource for you, and they can tell you what you can do or who you can see to get the right kind of help. If you're feeling down to a point where you want to hurt yourself or possibly take your own life, because there's a lot of things that are going on in our country right now, that gas prices, food prices, the costs. Can I even live in an apartment or a house? Am I about to be a homeless person? And, there's so much stressors that are out there. And if you need some kind of help so that you don't hurt yourself, because if you do, you're hurting others also. You have family members, loved ones that care about you. We've got the suicide prevention hotline at 1-800-273-TALK. Get in touch with somebody, talk about it, let them kind of give you the guidance and maybe show you how you can get back on your feet. When I teach self defense, I always say there's always a way out, and there is always a way out. You just need that coach, mentor, or a lifeline, which is what we're providing here, a lifeline to help you get out of your own way sometimes and get back on your feet. And of course, you always hear all of the police officers, first responders, and people in the media say, if you see something, say something, but they never really give you any numbers or contacts on who to say it to. Well, I'm going to do that for you. If you see any crimes happening, if you see any suspicious vehicle or suspicious person, if you fear for your child's safety in your school or neighborhood and you want to report it to somebody, you can call Crime Stoppers USA, and that number is 1-800-222-TIPS, TIPS, 1-800-222-TIPS. You can always, if you want to look at these numbers, you can always come back and watch a re-recording and get these numbers and get the help or give the help to somebody that might need it. Again, we've got the National Domestic Violence Hotline, Suicide Prevention Hotline, and Crime Stoppers Hotline. Now, let's get back to the show. Those of you that want to get a hold of me, you can email me at ray@heroesinactionnow.org. That's HEROES in actionnow.org. You can call me. We have our work line at, it's a Florida number at 727-314-2534. Or you can call me directly on my cell, which is my St. Louis area code, since that's where I'm from, but recently located to Florida. And that number is 314-570-0243. You can go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/ray.amanat.1. And as always, go to our website at heroesinaction.us. Heroesinaction.us. You can get all the information about who I am, types of programs that we offer. We have a training facility here in Port Richey, Florida, and we would love for you, if you're in the area, to come out, take a free class, learn what we're about, and hopefully we can teach you something that might save your life. So let's get to our first sponsor here, which is unlimitedtoysforyou.com. It's unlimited toys, the number 4 and the letter U.com. And that's a website that I put together that is specifically offering toys that work on problem solving and critical thinking for your kiddos. So, and I'm going to be adding more toys to it and more videos and more books to help in your child's growth development. So if you're interested in that, just go check out Unlimited Toys, the number 4, the letter U.com. See if you like any of the toys, purchase them. Proceeds go to help fund Heroes in Action, as we are a nonprofit, so we can continue doing our programs in our communities, in our schools and businesses. All right, moving onward. Our first segment is kind of me ranting, and this rant, it's what I call I'm just saying. It's going to have a couple topics to it. One, of course, it's what's in the news that you guys have heard to death. Of course, Joe Biden and Donald Trump are going to be your front runners that are going to be the ones that are going to hopefully debate. I would love to see a debate. But the State of the Union speech that President Biden gave was, to me, it's that angry old man just yelling about everything. Get off my lawn. Or I'm gonna shoot you. I mean, it was angry old man, angry old man. He didn't start off talking about the State of the Union, start off talking about our country. He started talking about everything that's happening in Ukraine, everything that's happening in Israel, everything that is happening at other people's borders, not our own. And then it was just lie. This is my opinion. This is an opinion based show, but lie after lie after lie. You could fact check yourself. Don't let me do it for you. You do your own homework. You can fact check everything that he said, and it was just a load of BS, my friends. It was a load of BS. I couldn't stand. I was, one, yelling at the TV watching it. Two, it became a snooze fest. He was putting me to sleep. I mean, and then the very next day, you see him do interviews, and he's back to this guy that is real feeble and not clear headed. It's like he's got a brain fog, and he's going back to stuttering. So I don't know what they amped him up on to give that speech, but he was, woo, totally out of his mind. I don't know. But he came off to me as an angry guy. Enough about him. You guys have seen it to death on all of the social media pages, all the news uh, sites, whether it's your NBC, CBS, ABC, or your other shows that are based on, you know what I'm talking about. Boy, I'm having a Joe Biden moment. You know what I'm talking about. So let's get into the part that I really want to talk about. So, since I've been here in Florida for about 2.5 years now, based on the number of elementary schools and middle schools that I've spoken to, Rotary clubs, other business networking groups, and private seminars, self defense seminars for women, self defense seminars for realtors. So far to date, since I've been here, I guesstimate probably I've worked with or spoken to little over 7 to 8,000 people. So I'm getting back to where I was when I was in St. Louis pre-COVID. I was going about 10 to 15,000 people a year that I would be working with. And now here I'm building it up, and we're starting to get traction on reaching more people. I want to triple, if not quadruple, the amount of people that I reach. Our focus is saving lives. If we can prevent somebody from committing suicide, if we can prevent the next active shooter, whether it's in a school, a community, or at a workplace, we've done our job with Heroes in Action. Now, recently I was at Winding Waters K through 8 school. Typically, you have elementary schools, which is kindergarten through fifth grade, and then you have middle schools, sixth, seventh, and eighth. This is a K-8 school. So I had to really break up the number of assemblies because this school, I literally had about 16 to 1,700 kids that I was going to be speaking to. So we had this week on Monday 3 student assemblies, Monday, and then yesterday, Tuesday, excuse me, we had 3 student assemblies going over it. And that's not just the students; it's also all of the school staff that were in attendance, your admins, your school resource officers, and everyone else that were there. So it was very insightful. I hope the students had a lot of fun and learned a lot. And, I want to talk about just one situation. I do a lot of role plays with these kiddos where I bring them down and I say, okay, this is a situation. We're going to act it out. I want to see how you react to it. So I had this one kid come down, and it was more me going off on him, saying, "Your mama this," talking about his family. And normally I have a teacher that's gonna, he's supposed to escalate his voice or get louder. So he's not looked at as a tattletale or a snitch. But he's standing his ground and he's asserting himself. He's attracting attention to get peers. If they see something, they can help him, or to get teachers if they see something that they could step in and help. If you see something, say or do something, please. But what happened was this kid had one of his friends come down from the audience. And it turned into, instead of the friend trying to help him and say, "What's going on?" he turned it into, "Okay, now it's 2-on-1. You can't take both of us." And I said, "You know what? I'm glad you did that. And here's why. You always hear, if I go off on person A saying, 'Your mama is so fat or so ugly,' or whatever, that person B, the friend, is going to come out and say, 'You going to let them talk to you that way? Go take care of business. I got your back.'" So I turned that into my role play. I said, "Okay, let's say your friend tells you to come fight me and beat me up, but I end up beating you up. I end up," now these guys were in sports apparel, so I know they played soccer or some kind of team sport at school. I said, "I could have either permanently injured you or, if not, taken your life. And there goes your sports career. There goes your ability to do anything that you enjoy doing. All because of your friend saying, 'I got your back.'" Now, let's say it turns the other way. Your friend says, "Go take care of business. I got your back." And then person A beats me up, puts me in the hospital, or takes my life. What these kiddos don't understand is, okay, there's consequences. My family is now going to press charges and sue you for doing whatever damage you did to me. So, whatever money your parents put aside for college or future education is now going to go to lawyers' fees. It's going to go towards getting you out of juvenile detention or jail, depending on how old are you and how severe of an action you are. But your friend, the one that said, "I got your back," that didn't do anything, he just provoked it, saying, "Fight, fight, 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 fight." He's not going to get in trouble. You're the one that's going to get in trouble because of your actions. A true friend would say, "We don't need to listen to this guy. He's just egging you on, pushing your buttons, trying to get a rise out of you. Why don't we just go leave and go play a sport or go hang out with friends and just let this guy be?" That's a true friend. And the audience is like, "No." But I'm like, "Okay, what's the alternative choices? You're either going to get hurt or you're going to get in trouble." A true friend will not want you to get hurt or get in trouble. So that was kind of the light bulb moment where I hope I was able to change their way of thinking, as far as, your actions have consequences. The name of my foundation is Heroes in Action. It's your positive actions that you do to help other people that make you a hero. But if your action, verbally or physically, is negative, and is provoking a violent encounter where somebody can get hurt or killed, then you're not a hero. You're just a thug, a bully that's letting your ego drive the situation because you want you and your friend to look like badasses. I guess I gotta beep myself out. It's my show. I don't really care. Welcome to the Ray Amanat Show, everybody. But it's the ego that gets in your way because you're trying to be the popular kids. It's that moment where You might be recording it with your cell phone so you can put it on social media and see how many views you get. That's what's fueling us now. So, with this I'm just saying moment, I want you guys to think about your actions. Are they going to make you look like a hero? Or they're going to make you look like a bully or a thug to where it gets you or it gets somebody that you're with, a friend or whatever, in trouble or, worst case, hurt or injured. So that's, I'm just saying, food for thought for the day. Let's go to our next I just had a brain fart. Our next sponsor, which is Defenders Gateway.
Defenders Gateway. We have created an amazing program to drive business to your door. Defenders Gateway app is the most unique way to honor and support our active military, veterans, active retired first responders, Gold Star, and fallen first responder families. Our goal at Defenders Gateway is to create a national network of businesses, Gateway partners, that offer honorary discounts to defenders. Our exclusive vetting process validates the defenders before they can use the app. No more stolen honor. We provide a seamless method of displaying discounts offered while directing defenders to your door. The Defenders Virtual ID presents a picture, current time and date, your store number or store picture, and the agreed location discount. Defenders Gateway is a unique and cost-effective program. Defenders Gateway.
So for more information about Defenders Gateway, you can go to defenders-gateway.com. Again, that's defenders-gateway.com. You know, Florida is a big military state. There's military bases all over the place. People that retire here from the military, I see them all over the place. And this is if you're anywhere, I don't care, anywhere in the country, but if you're a first responder, a veteran, or you're currently in the military, please go to defenders-gateway.com, download the free app, and start taking advantage of these businesses that are offering discounts or bringing services into your life, job opportunities into your life, if it's something that you're in need of to help get you back on your feet or improve your life. They have businesses that offer health benefits, so check them out. If you're a business and you want to be featured on the app, go to defenders-gateway.com, mention the Ray Amanat Show, and let them know that you want to be featured on the app. There is a fee to be on the app, but once you get on there, then you can update whatever services, products or services that you offer and types of discounts. You can change it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. It doesn't matter. But let's get your business in front of all these first responders, military soldiers and veterans, and help them live a better life themselves. Again, that's defenders-gateway.com. Check out their website. All right, our next topic for today is Florida living. Whoa. So here we are in Florida. We've got spring training for all the baseball teams that's going on live. We've got spring break for all the high school, college age kids and families that are coming out here. And this weekend, everybody, is, of course, St. Patrick's Day weekend. So my thing is, I mean, there's going to be different celebrations and different activities going on throughout Florida. Spring break is known for lots of drinking, irresponsible drinking at that manner. Beer bongs and whatever else that are out there where kids are chug, 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 chug. And then, of course, St. Patty's Day, that's known for lots of drinking. So, hopefully you guys can be responsible, drink responsibly. If you're not, have a designated driver, or please utilize your Uber and your Lyft ride shares so that you can make it back home safely. You can always leave your car there and go get it when you're sober. But we want you to have lots of fun. There's lots of things to do out here. The weather is beautiful. But remember, there's people that are out there that are not responsible as far as using drugs or alcohol. And they also drive. So, head on a swivel, look all around you, pay attention to what's going on, don't get distracted, and be aware of what's going on, but have fun. I know Tarpon Springs and Dunedin are going to have a lot of that. They've got some Irish pubs, and they're going to have a lot of St. Patrick's Day celebrations this weekend. I'm going to go check them out myself. I'm a non-drinker, but that doesn't mean I can people watch and have fun, which is what I do anyway. Of course, Clearwater, St. Pete Beach, and Tampa area are beautiful places to visit. The beaches are great for spring break. I know a lot of people are going to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. That's great. Just be careful. I mean, they've brought a lot of law enforcement. I see a lot of cops all over the place just because we want everyone to have a safe and fun experience. There's families, there's little kids out here. Let's be a good example for them and don't go crazy. But that's our Florida living moment. Going back to, let's get out of this. Let's talk about the OBBM network. So the OBBM network is a free speech network that we are working with. And you can get more information about them at obbmnetwork.com. They do have other news podcasts as well as other free thinking podcasts. So check out all of their podcasts. They're great with lots of positive information. They do their research, they do their homework, they're fact-based. Check out the OBBM network at obbmnetwork.com. Hopefully you'll start seeing the Ray Amanat Show on that network, and will be syndicated and put on Rumble, iHeartRadio, and all of the other social media sites, True Social and everything. So stay tuned. I'll have more information on that. We're just kind of waiting on some contracts to go through with the Ray Amanat Show for us to be publicized, not just in Florida, but in Texas and in about 2 or 3 other states on a TV network. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping for good news to share with everyone. Okay. So that is OBBM Network. Let's go into, and I'm sorry, but the Are You Teachable moment is brought to you by of course, Heroes in Action, my foundation. And if you want more information about this, you can go to the website to see the book, Bully, Victim, or Hero, at heroesinaction.us. And that'll take you straight to Amazon or any of the other online publishing sources where you can purchase that book or all of my Mushy the Martian books. I've got 2 more Mushy the Martian books that I'm working on that would hopefully come out within the next 2 or 3 months. So I'm excited to hopefully share that with you. So let's get into our next segment. I know we're running through these. I hope you guys are not bored because I'm always having a blast. Yes, Scooby, sit down. Producer Debbie is out and about. So I'm kind of here flying solo. Got a question for you. Are you teachable? Coachable? Can you take constructive criticism? Does your ego hold you back from letting people help you? I think in one of the last episodes, I asked if it's okay to ask for help. A lot of times that ego gets in your way and holds you back. And we're kind of going low on time here, so I'm going to have to cut this short. But being teachable, being coachable, a lot of the kids that I worked with at Winding Waters K through 8 school, a lot of them were really listening. Some of them might not have cared for the message. I don't know. We're going to do a post test and have them do an essay to get some feedback on what they thought and what the teachers thought. And hopefully, if they are teachable and they want to make those improvements in their life, then it's all about asking and it's all about listening. If you're teachable, whoever your mentor is, whoever the person is that you're asking for help, you have to be willing to listen. And sometimes they might not have good things to say that you're going to agree with, but you have to look at their point of view. And sometimes they might be right because you're blinded by your ego. So, try to be teachable and don't take constructive criticism or any criticism as a bad thing. Look at it as a way of taking a deeper look at yourself and maybe making an improvement on yourself. If they're right, then great. If they're wrong, then hey, you don't have to listen to them anymore. But at least they're giving you a perspective of their perspective of who you are, and you can decide whether you want to listen to that or not. The biggest thing is listen. All right, everybody. That is going to be my time for this show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Ray Amanat Show. And I will see you guys. Oh, I got to go to this one. I will see you guys in the next episode, which will have more exciting things to talk about. Until then, enjoy the weekend. Have a safe St. Patrick's Day weekend and spring break.